Welcome to our Sunday reflection. Today we are celebrating Palm Sunday. And the topic of our reflection is about relationship, faith, relationship, a personal relationship, love relationship with God, built, founded on a logic, human logic and intellectual way of knowing who God is. What is going on? What is happening in life of such a person? Today's readings. The first reading, Gospel about Jesus entering Jerusalem and Passion. It shows us clearly what is going on in a life of a person who builds his relationship, faith with God, based on logic and intellectual knowing who Jesus is. They know who he is, because they are shouting, Hosanna, the Son of David, as Jesus is entering the Jerusalem. And they say, blessed is the one who is coming in the name of God. So they know him, because this knowledge comes from the Old Testament. They know him. But with the knowledge based on the intellect, there are lots of expectations. The person is building lots of expectations, and they expect that Jesus Christ is the one who is going to save them from the slavery of Roman Empire. They want to see the glory in the context of this life, so they follow him now. They walk with him. What is going on? Now we come to the Passion, and they look and they see that Jesus, the one who they welcomed in such a joy, he's sentenced to death. And the death is on the cross. Very shameful way of dying. They cannot believe it. But they still keep on walking his way of the cross. And they see the people shouting on him, abusing him, spitting on him. And they see the body, the pain of his body. And they come to the Calvary, to the mountain of Calvary. And they still have that hope that maybe he will reject everything and he will save the whole nation. And he's just nailed. Jesus is nailed to the cross. Over. Disappointment. They are disappointed. They are truly disappointed. And they don't know what is going on. And what they do? They turn and go back to their own logic, to their own pattern of thinking, to darkness. There is no fullness of God in the logic, to darkness. So, Isaiah says, chapter 15:8, verse 15:1, verse 8 to 9. He says, my ways are not your ways, my thinking are not your thinking. The prophecy of God. And St. Paul says in the 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 19, he says, the wisdom of this world, the wisdom according to this world, is a stupidity in the sight of God. And then he carries on in the same letter, 1 Corinthians chapter 1, verse 20, verse 18. He says, the teaching of the cross is stupidity for those who are going for the darkness of life. But it's a wisdom for those who are looking and going for salvation. And then he carries on. We are spreading and teaching about the Jesus cross, which is is a stupidity for the Jewish and Greeks, but wisdom and power of God for those who are called by him. So ask yourself where you are. What is your relationship, this love relationship you have built with God, based on your logic and intellectual knowledge, or something else, something more? Just have a very blessed and good Sunday.